And right now we are talking to Brett Ratner and Chad Pregracke. Did I get that right, Chad? Or close?
Yep, perfect.
As long as I'm close, that's all. You know, I don't expect perfection from myself, just at least close. We're talking about the hardest working person in America. Brett, why don't you explain to us a little bit what the whole deal is here?
Oh, God. Well, I started a branding company, and one of my first clients was Mitchum deodorant, and I came up with this viral campaign which was connected to a contest to look for the hardest working person in America. So I sought out Albert Maysles, who's this legendary director who does, he's about 82 years old, he does documentaries. Mm-hmm. And he did Give Me Shelter on the Rolling Stones, shot The Salesman from back in the day, he shot Great Gardens, and he went out and shot some short films on some of the hardest working people we could find as an examples of hardworking people. One guy was a baker, one guy was a rancher, guys from different walks of life. So we created this contest on the internet where all these people submitted who they thought was the hardest working person in America, and we got hundreds of submissions. And a gentleman from the internet called Mike Rowe did a film on Chad here.
Okay.
And we got this guy, Chad. I'll let him tell you about himself, but this guy is definitely the hardest working person in America, and he went ahead, and not be a hard worker, but he does incredible work, which really is really meaningful, which was great because this guy got over 50,000 votes.
Wow.
That's how I roll, man. That's how I roll. and he should tell you about what he does, because this guy's work, I've never seen somebody work harder, and the film that Mike Rowe did was incredible, but now we got Albert Maysles to go down and film him at work, and it's going to be part of a film, a 30-minute film that's going to air. So I'm really excited about that.
Excellent. Well, Chad, tell us a little bit about what you do. You've got Living Lands and Waters, this not-for-profit organization that cleans up and preserves rivers. Tell people a little bit about the mission and a little bit about what you do.
I focus on cleaning up rivers. When I say cleaning up, I mean physically cleaning up the thousands of discarded barrels, thousands of tires, thousands of appliances. I mean, you name it, all the stuff that's brought down by floods or people over the years intentionally dumping. Just, go out there and just dig it out with shovels or whatever it takes, and then we load it onto our work boats, like 30-foot flat-bottom boats. We take it to a barge, we throw it onto the barge, and then we sort it out by hand, and we also have a skid steer there, and we put it into giant recycling piles. Like, I just unloaded about 5,000 tires, about 15 ton of scrap, on Monday, so I could make room for a new crane we're getting, so we could pull out the bigger stuff, the cars, the sunken barges, the sunken boats.
Wow.
So it's all the physical stuff, and then along with just doing it, with a small group of people I live with on the barge, there's about 8 of us, and we also get volunteers and arrange cleanups, and we, like in a typical year, we might have 70 to 80 different cleanups in 60 or 70 different cities, so we travel a ton, and then, we got to raise the money. It's a lot of work, but, I know I won the contest and everything, but to tell you the truth, I don't claim to be the hardest working person in America. I think I'm one of many, and, fortunately, I had a lot of votes, and what I do is very visible, but I think, like in your area, there's ranchers that work so hard and so many people, and, I'm just glad to be recognized for my hard work, don't get me wrong, but,
yeah.
I'm happy about it.
I'm sure the $100,000 doesn't hurt either for your cause there.
Not bad. I'm stoked on that. You can't beat that, man. I didn't. The guy, Mike Rowe from Dirtiest Jobs, he, I didn't know anything about the contest, so he called and was like, "Hey, I'm going to enter you in this contest." And I was like, "Well, what do you get if you win?" He's like, $100,000. I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
I'm sold.
It was. And I won it. I don't know. So many people just voted, and it was amazing. And, I think a lot's got to do with the you know, a lot of people know him, and a lot of people know my work. So, bingo, there it is.
There it is.
I think it's a great contest Mitchum put on there.
It's very cool. Brett, what about you? I mean, you're a pretty hardworking guy in Hollywood. You know, I mean, some people might call you the hardest working man in Hollywood. I mean, you've done so many movies, all the Rush Hour movies, X-Men, The Final Stand, a bunch of stuff. You've got like 50 movies in development right now. Like, how do you think your hard work compares to somebody like Chad's?
Oh God, you know, Chad is the guy who does the real work. You know, mine is all fun. You know, it's you know, I always say I'm not doing brain surgery, you know, and it's true. I mean, for me, it's like, I think what was apparent in what Chad's doing is that he loves what he does, and I think that's the goal in anybody's life. When you love what you do, you're good at it. No matter if you're cleaning up rivers or making films or saving people's lives or whatever it is, I think it's important that you love what you do, because then you're going to succeed, and it's going to make the individual happy. So I was happy. I think the reason why his film got so much attention is that not only because he's doing great work, and he actually is working hard. I mean, putting out 5,000 tires, that would take me about 6 years myself to do, and he does it in a matter of days, I guess, or in a day. But you know, I think it's a testament to Chad, because it's apparent that he loves what he does, passionate about something.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole idea for this is to inspire people to work hard, you know, because if you work hard, then you perspire. If you perspire, then you use Mitchum. You know, obviously that's a good thing.
A nice transition back to Mitchum there. I like that.
Exactly. But the truth is that Mitchum was great, because it wasn't about, like, you know, okay, guys, you have to, you know, a lot of these brands that do these contests, they say, okay, well, let's, how do we incorporate that bar of Mitchum into that campaign, or into that short film about hard workers? And it wasn't about that. The brand was like, look, we want to do something that's real, with integrity, and just go for it. Let it be about the people, the workers, the hardest working people, and not about the brand. Mm-hmm. And if the brand gets the recognition for it, that's great. So they were, you know, it's great that a brand wasn't trying to kind of force feed the product into the content that was being created.
Are you?
I was surprised on that too. There was nobody from Mitchum coaching me or anything. It's just that was really cool on their part. Nobody ever, you know. I thought about the same thing until you said something. I didn't really.
Yeah, just kind of how they stepped back and just let you guys do your thing. I think it's awesome, and I say congratulations to you, Chad. And if you want more information, just look up Living Lands and Waters. That's Chad's organization, and obviously Brett Ratner we see all over the place with all 900 movies he has coming out next week. So, busy guys, Brett Ratner and Chad Pregracke, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning, and each of you keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.